This is Deborah Byrne. I am the love expert here with a dating tip for you. Have you been single for a while and wonder why you're still single? Why haven't you found the one? Well, it could be that you're addicted to being single. That's right. Some of us have an unconscious addiction to being single. The reason this happens is because in our subconscious mind, it likes to keep the same pattern going. So if you've been single for a while, what happens is your subconscious decides that this is a good thing, it's safe, and it stops you from really finding that great relationship because it's unknown to the subconscious. So in order to change your addiction, you have to really address it on the subconscious level. And I highly recommend hypnosis as a way to access your subconscious, a relaxed state that helps you go deep within your mind and work with that part of you that's really afraid of love. So here are some signs that you may be addicted to being single. The first sign is that if you've been single for over a year, if you haven't really been in a serious relationship, your subconscious mind has now conditioned itself to be single, and you identify yourself as a single person. And when you do that, your subconscious doesn't want you to change. So that's number one. Sign number two is that you easily reject people for small details. Maybe they made a small mistake on a date. They may have said the wrong thing, may not have offered to pay or share the tip, or they could have worn something weird or odd that you didn't like, or even just a slight character flaw. Maybe they talked a lot, or maybe they complained a lot, maybe they had a bad day. The simple little things that you reject people for and don't give them a second chance could be a sign that you're addicted to being single. The third thing is if you're addicted to the bad boys or the bitchy girls. If you find that you're drawn to those people that don't want a relationship, that you feel this intense passion and love for them and attraction to them, that you probably are experiencing your subconscious driving you to be continuously single. It supports that, it matches that, and it wants to continue the pattern. The fourth sign is that you sabotage your efforts to meet someone by drinking too much and sleeping with people too soon. So you go out with all dressed up, or if you're a guy, ready to meet someone nice, and you end up blowing it because you overindulge, you end up sleeping with someone you don't want to be with long term, and you end up sabotaging it. So that's another sign. Sign number 5 is about having a temporary person in your life until the one shows up. And I personally have had that experience of just justifying why this temporary person should be in your life just because you don't want to be alone. But what happens is that reinforces in your subconscious mind that only temporary love is what you deserve. And so if you want love, you need to break that pattern too. That is a sign that you're addicted to being single. Another thing people do, sign number 6, is use their single status to gain sympathy from their friends and family. Woe is me, it's the holidays and I don't have anyone, and it's a way to get attention. So there is something in there that gives you a benefit of being single. Your mind is addicted to being single because it's addicted to that attention it gets because you're single. Many people fear that if they do get in a relationship that they'll end up being ignored or forgotten. So, and just so you know, all these tips are unconscious. Many times you're not even aware that you're doing these things purposefully to avoid love. Sign number 7 is avoiding going to the gym or working out, avoiding eating healthy, so sabotaging your weight loss, keeping the weight on as an excuse to keep men or women out of your life. So that is another way that we stay addicted to being single, because we fear change. We fear someone truly loving us. Sign number 8, you stay at home and avoid all social contact. Now I know that sounds obvious, but many people are really afraid of stepping out of their comfort zone to meet someone new. So by staying home, you avoid the contact, then your mind still becomes addicted to being alone, and it's safer for your mind to be alone than it is to be out in public. So it perpetuates your single status. Number 9. Now this is a weird one because a lot of people don't realize it. It's kind of sneaky. But some people use their spirituality as a way to block love from coming in and to be addicted to being single. They make up excuses that, well, when it's meant to be, when God says it's okay, I'll meet someone, like some other power is in charge of you finding someone. So you usually sit back and make excuses and don't make any effort. And also blame maybe bad karma or make up something that keeps them stuck in that belief system that they're destined to be single. That is a way our mind tricks us into being addicted to being single. It keeps us away from love. Okay, this is sign number 10, everyone. Sign number 10 is kind of odd. It's that you get more pleasure out of heartache than you do out of the possibility of finding true love. That sounds very weird, doesn't it? But often, unconsciously, we feel more comfortable with our heartache than we do with the feeling of someone absolutely adoring and loving us. If you haven't been completely loved and adored as a child or throughout your life in relationships, it would be really hard for your subconscious to support you having a loving relationship. So what it does is it keeps pulling you toward heartache because that's what it's used to. The thing about the subconscious mind in all these tips is that it's not logical. It just likes to keep you in the same pattern. Whether it's good or bad, it feels as though the same pattern is safe and a new pattern is scary. It's just the way our subconscious mind works. Now, many of you, if you don't change the quality of your subconscious mind, you are going to repeat the same patterns over and over. The longer you stay single, the longer your subconscious is addicted to it and identifies you as a single person and makes you avoid social contact, and eventually this could perpetuate for years. You don't want this to happen to you. There is a way out. There is no magical time when you're supposed to meet the right person or the right person isn't available yet. Basically, you can have love right now. Your subconscious mind is not supporting it. So there's several things you can do to change the quality of your subconscious mind. One of them is to get out of your comfort zone and really move through those uncomfortable feelings of doing new things, dating new different types of people. That takes a lot longer. The quickest way I found that worked for me is hypnosis. And I know you probably think hypnosis is weird and wacky, but all it is a relaxed state of mind that allows you to have more access to your subconscious, and that can train your subconscious like training wheels for the mind to condition it to allow love to enter your life. You can do that with my audio programs at attractgreatlove.com, or you could also go to my website and sign up for my mentor program. If you fill out the application, you get 30-minute free consultation with me one-on-one to determine if this program is right for you. It's very, very reasonable, and it is very, very effective. It's basically having someone help you, train you into thinking that you deserve love and that love is safe. And as I said before, it's not a conscious, logical decision. It's something deep within your subconscious that you do not know what is stopping you. And I can help you open that doorway and get the love you deserve right now. One of the great things about my program is that through the work that I've done on myself, I was able to attract an amazing partner. Not some guy that I settled for because I turned 40 and I just needed to be in a relationship. I found an incredible man because the quality of my subconscious mind had changed so much that I was able to receive such a wonderful partner in my life. I do not want anyone to settle and just settle for someone just to not be alone. So if any of these signs are present in your life, you might want to check my website and find out more about how you can release your addiction to being single and be finally in love with the love of your life. So this is Deborah Burnt signing out. I am the author of Let Love In and Let Go of That Addiction. It's about time.